It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. Wimmera netball continuing on last weekend. And why don't we go to the source and find out how those Southern Mallee Giants went over the weekend. Micky George, how are you?
Good, thanks, Jason. How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. And, don't even need to ask how the Southern Mallee Giants are going at the moment. You just can't lose. 7 wins from 7 starts. A great win in the A grade over the weekend. A great day all round for the club. But let's start with the A grade. You beat Ararat 47-41. Tight game, but you come out on top.
Yeah, it was a real tight game, Jace. Ararat girls really served it up to us. Rebecca's obviously coaching them along very nicely in Ararat. So, it was good to have everyone back on the park. We had all 10 girls able to play after being let out of Melbourne post the previous COVID lockdown. So, it was good to try a few new things and have a bit of a mix-up and rest a couple of bodies as well. And, it was good that everyone got 3 quarters and we got to trial a lot of different combinations. So, I was really, really impressed with how the day unfolded.
Excellent. Congratulations. Now, the other thing that did with the A grade being back at full strength is some of that strength filtered down into the other grades. And I think it was a pretty successful day for the club all round. Your B grade had an excellent win. C grade as well. One of the junior teams, I think, was the only loss of the day. Is that right?
Yeah, we went down in the under-15s. But right across the board, I was definitely very proud head coach of the Southern Mallee Giants. Absolutely tremendous effort by all grades, and it was really exciting to see B grade get a win against third spot Ararat. So shout out to those girls. They played an absolute ripper, and I was really, really proud of everyone's efforts right across the board. We can really start to see that pre-season hard work starting to shine through. So bring on the second half of the season, I say.
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, let's have a look back now to some of the other A-grade matches from last weekend, and an absolute thriller between the Horsham Saints and Stawell, 48-46. It was the Saints getting over the line. I think we both tipped against them too. So, well done, Saints.
Absolutely. I thought this was going to be a very close game, and I was interested to see how it would unfold. Yes, we both did take Stawell, but credit to both teams for obviously being able to keep the margin nice and close. But I think their goal attack for the Saints may have just been a little bit too much to handle for the defensive pressure of Stawell. But, I would have been very interested to be a fly on the wall and be courtside watching that game, Jace.
Yep. The other results pretty much went according to plan. Minyip finally broke through. They had a win over Nil, 58-34. They must have wondered if it was ever going to come, but they're finally on the board.
Congratulations to Minyip. Well done, the Boroughs. Jess has just been plugging away there, and it's really nice to see that they could finally get a win on the board. From all accounts, I've heard that it was a very good game, so credit to Nil as well. Really, really hard fought out. So well done, girls. Right across the board, it was tremendous effort. So well done, Boroughs.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see if they've got some more wins to come. I think they could be the big spoilers in the second half of the season, Minyip Mattel. But Horsham didn't get spoiled by Dimboola here. They had a very comfortable win in the end, 66-39. So 27-goal win to the Demons. They'd be pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, I think Horsham would be very pleased with how that turned out after Dimmy sitting quite nicely in a comfortable position on the ladder. So I think Horsham will be hopefully glad that they're starting to find a little bit more of a fine-tuned pace and, were able to run away with that win by 27 goals. But credit to Dimboola as well. They've got a lot of big names and a lot of girls developing within that club. So I don't think they're far off. So I think Dimmy are definitely a club to keep a close eye on.
Agree with that. Let's take a look at that ladder now as we get to, I think we're heading to round 9 or 10 this weekend. Round 10 it is, in fact. The Southern Mallee Giants on top played 7 and won all 7, so 28 points, 2 games clear on top. That won't change this weekend. Horsham are 5-2. The Warwick Eagles are 5-2, back on 20 points each. Then we've got ourselves a bit of a logjam between, 4th and 6th. There's only percentage separating Stawell, the Horsham Saints, and Dimboola. Interestingly enough, Stawell have the better percentage, but they've also played one more game than Horsham Saints and Dimboola. So that is interesting there. Not far behind them, Ararat in 7th spot on the ladder. They're 2 wins back. Minyip Matsoa now have 1. And believe it or not, are still in touch with the top 4. They're going to need a lot to go their way, but they could still make it. Neil haven't had a win yet at the foot of the table. So that's the ladder as we sit heading towards the second half of the season. And pretty important for you guys to have a 2-game buffer, given that you've got the bye this week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're having a rest this week, Jace, which is nice. A few girls are getting away. Still staying very tight-knit as a club and as a playing group. But, it'd be nice to have a rest and, really recuperate and then get ready to rock and roll for the second half of the season. I think we've got some very tough games coming up, but we're very excited to see how we front up against all of them. And, we look forward to seeing the final score.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at the A-grade matches. We'll get your tips for this week's games. Probably the easiest to tip will be Nil hosting Horsham at Davis Park. You'd think the away team would get the points there? Yeah,
I think Horsham will get away with the win. So I look forward to seeing that score, and I wish Nil and Horsham all the very best.
Yes, indeed. At Anzac Park, Warwick Eagles will take on Minyip Matsoa. On paper, you would think this should be an easy win for the Warwick Eagles, but Minyip Matsoa, they are right around the mark. They haven't been thrashed at any stage this year, and it'll be interesting to see if that win last week gives them a little bit of extra confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely don't think, like I've said right from the start, that Minyip's any team or club to write off. Still lock in Warwick Nabil. But, I think Minyip, now that they've had a sniff, they will definitely push hard for the second half of the season, so I wish them all the very best.
Stawell and Ararat, you'd think Stawell would win this at home?
I think Stawell will come away with the win here, Jace. I think Stawell's attack end may be just a little bit too strong for their defence.
And the match of the round is absolutely 5th versus 6th on the ladder. Dimboola at home to the Horsham Saints. The old-fashioned 8-point game, this one. It's a must-win for both sides. Yeah,
I think this will be very similar to last week's Stawell versus Saints. I think after coming off the win, I'm probably going to have to back in the Saints. I don't think Dimmy will have enough defensive pressure to slow up their attack end. However, Saints' defence will really put a lot of pressure on Dimboola as well, with Kiana Marshman playing in the back line. So I look forward to seeing the results. But, I'm definitely going to have to lock in the Saints.
All right. Should be another fascinating round of Wimmera netball. Enjoy putting the feet up this weekend. And, Micky, we'll catch up with you again next week.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Jason. I wish all the teams that are playing this weekend so much luck. Look after yourself, look after your bodies, and rest up Southern Mallee Giants, and we'll see you ready to rock in round 11.